Good afternoon, good morning, or good evening. How's everybody doing today? I hope hump day is going good for you. Um, I hope this sounds okay. Uh, Good afternoon, John. Good afternoon, Joe. How you guys doing? Um, this is what has come out of dryer sheets as far as the appearance goes. Now, um, I mean, that's pretty cool. You know, it worked. I found out that 2 cups of plaster Paris to half a quart of water works out good as far as the mixture, gives you time to work with it. I also found out that the bounce and snuggles and all that stuff, although they are phenomenal dryer sheets, they make crappy walls. Um, they're too stiff and too thick. So I had the wife go out and buy me a box of cheapies to use like on my shop rags and stuff like that. While she's doing that, I can work on this area here. Uh, my plans are uh, my vision is the mountains here around me uh, were here way before the railroad, the roads, the neighborhoods, and everything like that. So they had to blast through mountains and sides of mountains to put the railroad in. That's what this is going to imitate. I'd say 80% of this is going to be rocks, trees, shrubs, bushes, dirt, slides, you know, everything that you would see on the side of a mountain along the railroads in West Virginia. Uh, I experimented like I did prior to the dryer sheet appliance in last week's video. Uh, I tested the dryer sheets up here, worked good. Well, I did that here with the rocks. It held. The only what I'm using is water and when they done the drywall here in the train room, they left me a little bit of topping left, drywall topping. Um, which technically that's what this is, plaster drywall topping or compound. The top up here will be a flat that will roll down. There was a piece of wood that was sticking up about this high. I didn't like it. So I kind of make it roll down into this flat here. And then that way, put my trees and bushes and this ledge, this ledge, this ledge, this ledge, this whole ledge here, and this ledge is styrofoam, and this ledge. That way I have a place to mount my trees and stuff. But what I'm gonna work on for a little bit today, I'm not gonna drag this out because everybody's done a video on this, and I'm just more or less copying what I've seen. To make a mountain. Now what I've done is I went prior and put these where I wanted them. Now this is one of the rocks that I made with the aluminum foil. And the bad thing about this is it's white on white. Excuse me. I don't want to paint this yet or put a base coat down because I've got a lot of rocks to install. And I'm afraid that it would interfere in the adhesive of my rock castings and what's on here. All I do is, like everybody does, wet your area, wet the back of your rock, and like I said, all this is joint compound. But I used, on my recommendation for this house or this room, I didn't care for compound, the joint compound. I like topping better than anything. And just make sure it grabs. And now what I've done is, hi Joe, how you doing, crazy? Rain alert. Oh well, 12:39. We're supposed to get rain. I went up to Walmart a while ago and bought the cheap knives. You can get the expensive ones, but for what we do, this is just fine. All I'm doing is filling in the top seam because this will become a ledge that will carry on over, and that way when I hang my vines that I gotta make, you can, you got something to put them on. The rest of the layout still without wire. Well, I take that back. I apologize. I fibbed to you. The section above the painting area and where my control units are, I ran a 18-foot piece of cable. Cable. Wire, I went with purple and black for that area. The other area, the area we're working on right now will be red and black. I don't want to really, it's weird, but this plaster cloth dryer sheet, I can't call it plaster cloth. It's kind of formed its own little rock details, like where a seam would be. You know, that might be a coal seam somewhere. You just gotta imagine what it looks like. Of course, me having a mountain right across the street from me, I can walk outside and see what it looks like. And even though summer is beautiful here, um, Grandpa Rails can tell you that. West Virginia is absolutely beautiful in the summertime. But I like it when it is going from winter into spring, when everything starts to pop out green and you can still see the undergrowth of the mountain with a little hint of tint green. You know what I'm saying? That way you actually can see what's underneath here instead of having a bunch of trees cover it. That's what I'm going for. Um, don't get me wrong, some of the layouts I've watched and checked out. Okay, where was my next piece going? I think that one was right here. But I did do a double coat on this last night. Well, after that show. Um, it worked out. See, I'm not worried about putting anything in here as far as this kind of stuff. um, filling this in with plaster is because that will be filled with dirt. Like where the rock is separated and dirt has formed in and stuff has started growing out of it. That's what you have to imagine. Um, it's wild, but it works. uh, they where do I want to go next? Okay, this is the other one that I wanted. This is another one that I made out of the aluminum foil. And I figure once I hit that with wash, I'm hoping that it pops the way I want it. See, that's too much of a gap there. I'm just trial and error right now. Let's see, that could have acted like that was there and slid down. Or one end of it slid. Yeah. Didn't have a tree coming out of here. Imagination is a terrible thing to waste. But I watched Joe's video on the house that he lives in. He's making a duplicate of his house, HO scale. Man, I'll tell you what, it's looking fine. Looking good, brother. And Crazy, I'll check out your video here in a little bit. When I say that was going to fall that way or that way. I'm not too worried about filling these crevices in with plaster. Some I will, like around the edges I might, but mostly I want these cracks in there. That way when I start doing the scenery, you all know what I'm going for when you start seeing the different ideas that I have. Excuse me. Not every mountain is the same. Not every town is the same. Different landscaping for different areas. But I like that. Where is it? I like that kind of there, don't you? And see, a lot of this I got to come back in and do slate lines where they I like that there. Where there's erosion in the slate. I think I've got almost 2 gigs of pictures of the mountains that are around here. I thought I cracked that one. But you'll have days like that. So technically all I have in this right here is, how much was this? I think this bucket right here, plaster Paris that I used, 4 pounds, I think it was like $8. And I did have some out of it. But that's what, $8 and for that, that's it. Dryer sheets were free. Well, this compound wasn't free. But they just time. That's all we have in this is time. Slowly but surely, you will be becoming a rock wall. Okay, should that go that way? A lip? Or that way? Look like it slid out. Yeah. hope that everybody that runs across this mess, and I will tell you one thing, that this is a very messy job. I've done replaced all the blue tape with fresh blue tape because it was peppered white. The whole foundation here is nothing but little specks of white. I could have laid down newspapers or something like that, but it's work in progress. 60%, I'd say 60% of this area that here is in the flat will be trees, dirt, mounds, and stuff like that. And then once we get farther down that way, that's where the residential and all that stuff will go. The last couple shows that I tried catching the live feed, like Heath last night. I got involved in this so much, doing the dryer sheets and everything like that. I caught the last 10 minutes of Heath's show. Hey, Brian, how you doing, brother? Thank you for stopping in. Yeah, I caught him just as he, about the last 5 minutes of his show. It was like, I stopped in and I said, hey. See, this one looks like, to me, this looks like this chunk of the mountain has slid away. And this is what it's revealed. So this would be more or less like dirt, like a little slide. And yes, I do talk to myself quite often when I'm doing this. Sometimes the wife looks in on me through the door and asks me who I'm talking to. If my cats are in here, I say it's my cats. I don't want that to boosh up that way. No. I should have left that crack there. Dang it. Should have left that little crack. I guess growing up as a kid, we all got yelled at for playing in the mud and the dirt and everything like that. I guess this is revenge. We get to play, build mountains and towns and homes, everything like that. last night. Make that ledge carry over. Yeah, I like that idea. It's another rock I made with aluminum foil. As you can tell, it got kind of thin there, but I left it. I know what it's going to look like behind. It's like icing a cake. But I do want to thank all my new subscribers and my subscribers that stuck with me. Guess what? Found a weak spot. Found another one. But you know what? I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it. It's up there. It ain't going nowhere, I hope. Who would have knew? I think I'm going to put this monster right there. Not. I'll find a home for you yet. Get over here. Who knows? Yeah, I do a lot of talking. Sorry, guys, to myself. Just got to figure out where it looks good, and if it don't fit anywhere, set it to the side, because somewhere it will fit. Right? Oh, like I told the wife, if I wasn't here to pester her, she'd be happy. Nah. I'm just grateful for what I got. Now, if I break that in two, I can mount them up here. I think that's a bunch of little ones. On these little stones, the little castings, gotta be careful way you handle them, because the detail is so fine until you hit it with washes. And then they just pop. This reminds me of the days that I did tile work. We did a mosaic for a lady out of broken ceramic tile. Her countertop, man, it come out nice. Hello, Lee. How you doing, brother? Yeah, she bought like 9 or 10 different kind of tile, and we took sledgehammers to it, broke it all up, into like 4x4 squares or whatever kind of wall design come out. And then we laid them in different styles on countertop, and it being ceramic by the time we grouted it and sealed it and everything. It was pretty cool tile, pretty cool countertop. So far, well, hello there, Mr. Heath. I apologize, dude, but I caught the last 10 minutes of your show last night, and then I went back and rewatched it. How's everything up there in beautiful New York? I just had a thing pop up. Jack's giving away a free hopper. So Joe, jump over there and win that for me. You're about the luckiest man I've ever seen at drawings. You need to play the lottery. Okay, because see, this will be all just, I'll have binds off of this. Yeah, that'll look decent from what it looks like in my head. Which nobody wants to go there. Not even the doctors. I'm like putting a big old puzzle together without the instructions. Yeah, that'll look perfect. That's purtiness. You know how you come around a curve on a mountain, the mountain road, you'll see a peak that has nothing but rocks on it. It's like where the wind cut it out. Actually, it was us. But you figure this mountain would have come down this way. None of this would be showed. This would just be hillside or. So they had to come through and cut this and blast it and to get the railroad down. And that's what I'm trying to mimic. And I hope it goes good because what's in my head and what I got on paper don't look the same. So I'm going with what's in my head. And if I get lost or confused, I just walk out to the front porch and see what it looks like. Well, I want to wish everybody a happy St. Patrick's Day tomorrow. Everybody got to wear green tomorrow. Let's see, it looks like that's a red right there. That's one thing nice about these little rocks and stuff. You can turn them upside down to find out where you need them. Because you want it to look natural. I guess you just don't look natural enough. Okay, will you fit in there? I'm hoping. Yes. Now see, when I come back and grout this, as you would call it, all this into here will be dirt. Dirt, trees, brushes, poison oak, poison sumac, the whole 9 yards. But you just gotta find a place to where it looks halfway normal. God, that's scary to say in my world. Oh, quit falling apart on me. Unless you're doing that to make it fit. Yeah, I guess so. Okay. Thank you. And yes, I did take my crazy medicine this morning. I took all my medicine that I had to take. And But who knows what this is going to turn out to look like. It might be so embarrassing one day you come out, you guys turn on, and I just got this all torn out. Oh, I know somebody in the living room that would be highly, highly upset because I wasted all the dryer sheets. Let's see, I like that right into here. That'll work. Yeah, I was watching. Well, I went on to my YouTube's channel and the analytic, or whatever you call it. I'll let you know how you're doing. They say 26% of my viewers, well, people that come across my channel, is from skimming through YouTube. So that means I'm getting out. So that tells me one of two things. Either I better step up my game as far as what I produce, to get more people to say, hey, or go with my original thought, which I'm not allowed to say. I'm doing this for two reasons. One, for my grandsons, and granddaughters. And number two, to meet brothers that are also into the hobby. Because there's a good family out there. Some of us have more common sense than others. And I'm part of the other. It looks like Texas. Actually, Ohio. That looks good right there. But like I said last night, I did a test run on these two rocks here to see if this method was going to work. If it didn't, I had to find a quick way of fixing it. Which I do have a bag of Durabond 45. The powder, but man, that is just so messy. Of course, if you guys would see, well, you will see here in a minute. Once I sand all that down right there, that'll look ha 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 ha, honey. Hi, Jack. How you doing, brother? Are you talking about my crazy medicine? Everybody thinks we're joking, but I am on nut medicine. I'm unable to adapt to people. Like I said earlier, everybody has a filter that keeps you from saying what you really want to say. I don't have that filter. So what I think comes out. Sometimes it's a good thing, sometimes it's a bad thing. That's why I'm not allowed to go to Walmart or Lowe's or anywhere like that with the old lady because yeah, there's been quite a few incidents where she's told me to shut up. But then they found out that I do not have that. I'm not able to control uh, that burst of anger. Um, there's a word for it. I can't remember what the word's called. What's that one show say? Annoying little flesh monkeys. That's the only part of that show I like. I'm not able to put up with people's crap. So I stay at home and plant my trains. And it's a good thing because it keeps me out of trouble, keeps my wife happy because I'm staying out of her hair. And I'm doing something productive with my spare time. It was supposed to get up to 71 today. Well, upper 70s today. But it don't look like it is going to be that way here. It looks like it's going to rain. I hope everybody has enjoyed this little part 2 series of rocks. Everybody has. I've got to form more plaster rocks of different sizes. Ow, that hurts when you step on a friggin' piece of wood. I am I've got to make up some smaller rock forms that I gotta in different styles with the rubber mats that I have and aluminum foil. Like I said, I like the aluminum foil ones, man. They look, by the time you highlight all the crevices and all the different shapes of rocks that would be in that, I think it'd be okay. I hope. But I just have I had a I haven't cleaned them yet. Oh, sorry guys, if the camera's shaking. I haven't. I've got these little rock molds that you see me put up over here. And then I've got this rubber mat that looks like a shale rock. But the other ones I made out of aluminum foil, just crimpling it up and making a basket, like fold up the edges and just pour what the rock you want. I still got to find a home for that one. That's a special rock. Special rock for special people. But I hope y'all turn into next Wednesday, 12 noon Eastern Standard Time, to see the next stage of this. Like I said, from now until next Wednesday, what I'll do is I'll finish doing all the rocks in this area. This is mostly going to be the area I'm going to focus on for right now. And then we'll work ourselves around the bend here and then take it that way. But then by next Wednesday, I'll have my rocks up and we will go to either grouting. No, we'll go to painting. We're going to paint all this, all the little ledges. Everywhere I think needs painted will get painted. And then we'll move on to the next stage. What that will be, I don't know. But there we have it. Plaster cloth, while dryer sheets dipped in plaster of Paris with webbing, that kind of webbing. And castings. We'll see what it looks like. But from my house to your house, may the good Lord be with you all. Y'all have a safe week, safe weekend, and we will see you next Wednesday, 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. Y'all be safe and may God be with y'all.